I was on the Amouranth dating show, and believe it or not, I won. But what did it cost? Well, my dignity. Nah, all kidding aside, I actually had a pretty good time, even though I was pretty nervous for most of it. So my Discord community was a really big help to me because every now and then I'd pop in and they'd say, oh yeah, don't listen to that guy, don't listen to that guy, you're doing great. Very supportive. But let me walk you through how this all happened. Amouranth reviewed my dating profile, got me onto the show. So, bada boom, bada bing, there we were. It was the four of us. It was me, it was this British guy, it was this other guy named Adam who had been on before, and then it was this Fire Poe guy who was like using his phone with Discord app, and he had a little bit of an echo problem. But overall, everyone seemed pretty nice. I wasn't really thinking about the other contestants as competitors. In fact, I kind of wanted to get to know them more as like bros. I almost wanted to gas them up instead. I wanted the other contestants to win. So needless to say, I wasn't really in there to win it. And also, I didn't really know what the dating show was even for. There's this girl named Novaru, and apparently she was the one that we were competing for. So how it worked was, Amouranth was in charge, Novaru was the girl that we were competing for, and then the four of us would be asked questions by Novaru and like their Discord community, and we'd have to answer them. And whatever our answers, whichever answer was the best, that would score you some points. And then eventually, after each round, the Twitch chat would vote off a person. That's how the dating show worked. Before I get too far into the video, I do want to put out a little bit of a tidbit. I told some of my friends and family that I was going to be on a Twitch dating show, and I gave them the live link. Well, lo and behold, to their surprise, when they first joined the live link, they didn't see a dating show. No, instead they saw this. That's right. Apparently my buddy Tom from Ireland told me that Amouranth did a little yoga session before the show started. So if you were expecting a dating show and you got this, I apologize. That being said, most of the questions are pretty standard. Where would you take me on a first date? How would you feel if my mom walked in, I was having a date? How would you feel like about this and that? Some pretty basic surface level things. We also started to go down like some sexual roads, but for those of you that need to know or want to know, I'm pretty vanilla myself. There's no kinks about me. Okay, just because I have a shark onesie doesn't mean I want to wear a shark onesie if I was to make love to someone. Okay, I like to keep it pretty kosher, and that's just who I am. It seemed that both the girls were pretty disappointed. Even Amouranth made a comment. She was like, oh, I bet you, the only pose is missionary, and, she's right. It's the only, I don't know any others. There's no other, there are no other things I know. Those are all the things I know. Now, the British guy I actually liked the most. If I wasn't to win, I would have wanted the British guy to win because, first of all, he was humble, he wasn't braggadocious. If anything, he could have been a little bit more confident. He seemed like he wasn't really confident in himself. He was just kind of there to vibe.
English accent, because I always thought there was this competition between us lot. Like, you guys, like there was a competition like in everything we do, like economically, socially. Or do you guys actually like us and we just pretend to hate you and actually love it when you come see us?
I don't know, I've never been to England.
I had a little bit of outside stuff affecting me. I had some work situations going on at the same time of the dating show. So if anything, I looked like I was uninterested, even though my attention was elsewhere. For like half the show, I had like work emails I was getting, and so I was distracted with some of my answers. But overall, I still felt like I did decent. My main goal with the whole show was to just be the normal guy. I was just the guy who was there to vibe. To be honest, I thought we were going to be competing for Amouranth. And then Novaru comes on and is like, oh, I guess you guys are competing for me. And I was like, what? What the heck? What? I was like, we're competing for you. I thought we were competing for her. And now she shows up and she's like, oh, I hope they know everything about me. Did I know anything about her? No, I knew zero things. I knew the least out of anyone in this whole contest, and somehow I still ended up winning. I don't know how that happens. If I had to guess how I won, I would hypothetically put it down to a few situations. First and foremost, look at my background. What do you see? Okay, you see those like push-up things. So what do the girls know off the bat? Well, they know I like to work out, or I like to just have workout equipment around in my apartment. So there's potential for me to work out. You know, you don't really know if I work out or not. Also, what do they see? They see sound pads. They see a guitar. They're like, okay, maybe this guy's a struggling musician. Maybe this guy's a little bit of a D-bag. Maybe he's that dude that busts out his guitar when no one wants him to do it. Well, believe it or not, I did do that. I did that exact thing. I busted out my guitar. I played some songs. I will not play you the audio from this Twitch stream. I will not make you listen to me sing and play guitar at the same time because it's cringe. It's cringe and it's terrible. And I know my friend Sid will be mad at me for not showing it, but you know what? Too bad, tough beans. So at a point in the show, I was thinking one of two things. I thought, okay, things are getting a little boring. You know, I'm keeping things too wholesome, and maybe I should be a little risque, or maybe I should just do something that's a little crazy that no one's expecting. So sure enough, Amouranth finally challenged us to a non-question type of event. She was like, I'm going to play All Star by Smash Mouth. I want you to dance to it. And sure enough, everyone did. Now, I had the idea of twerking. I thought to myself, you know what? I was like, I don't even care anymore. I just want to twerk on this wall. It seemed like a funny idea at the time, and the girls seemed to enjoy it.
He was preparing.
Oh! He's wall twerking. That's talent.
Oh my god! Damn. Sweeney, you surprised us with that move, though.
So, do I regret it? Maybe. If my kids a couple years from now discover this YouTube video and they're like, oh hey, like, you know, Sazzle, what's your YouTube channel about? Like, if you could describe it in just one clip, you know what I would show them? I wouldn't show them that. Definitely not. So after a few more eliminations, it got down to just me and Adam. Now, here is the thing about Adam. He was a cool dude, but some of his answers were a little cringe. Case in point, there was a scenario, like I talked about before, where Novaru said, okay, so if my mom walks in on us and we're doing this date thing, what would you do? The conversation started to go a little bit more, and then she started talking about how her mom was kind of involved in stormtroopers. I think she said her mom was a stormtrooper. This was hard because work was sidetracking me, so I was only half paying attention. But Adam got like really excited about that and got like really attached to it, and he was like, oh, you know, he's like, if it doesn't work out between us, I'll go after your mom. And I'm just like, you know, that's probably not the best strategy. But, you know, you do you, if that's what you want to do. I didn't do any jabs against anyone else. I refused to combat with the other components. I was just like, I'm just going to stand my own ground. I'm just going to vibe, have a good time, answer the questions that come to me. So we had our guitar battle, and then the most awkward and frustrating part of the show. So the point of the show, as Amouranth said, is it's called honey or money. So you choose the honey or the money. You can choose to take the honey, which is I go on a date with Novaru and Amouranth accompanies us, or I choose money and I just walk away with the money. Now, here's how it works. If both of us choose money, we both get like, I think, $50. If one of us chooses money and one of us chooses honey, the person who chooses the money wins, and they just get to take the money and leave. So I wanted to take the money. The whole time I was thinking, just take the money, just take your money, just leave. But with the work situation kind of sidetracking me, I got stressed and I got put under a lot of pressure. And honestly, I thought in a moment of weakness, I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be funny if we went on a virtual date? That was my mindset. And I also didn't know that you were supposed to DM the moderator. You weren't actually supposed to say it out loud, so I'll let this clip explain itself, but what happened was not good.
Oh. And it's just for Sweeney?
Yeah. That's technically who wins.
This is really hard. I can only pick one answer?
Yeah. Do you choose honey or money?
I choose.
Man. Wow. Sweeney, it really sucks you have to go right now. It really does. Damn. He would want a knee date, but guys, he has to go to work. He wants the honey.
He does want the honey.
But he has to work, so this is what makes it really awkward. Snovaru, she wants... For you, awkward for you, Adam.
Adam's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Kick me out already.
Adam,
You're killing me.
You can just vibe. Should we just let him keep
Yeah,
vibing?
you're just hanging out.
You're just happy to be here.
It just complicates things a bit, because we don't know if Sweeney would be done in time.
So
Oh,
wait.
yeah, so give me the consolation.
Yeah, I don't know. But, Novaru, she chooses money, so it makes it really awkward right now.
Wow, I wonder if she would have chosen honey from me. That's a curious.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. But we do know that she chose money for Sweeney.
No, sweetie, you're a really good person. And if
Damn.
I had longer to say,
yeah.
I might have chosen honey. But
That's
I don't
fair.
I think this is a sign from the universe that you're not supposed to be here right now because, you know, you're getting messages from work. So, and I respect that.
I pretty much gave away my card. I revealed my hand. I said it out loud. You weren't supposed to say it. You're supposed to type it. I said, oh yeah, let me take that honey. To be honest, I don't know what Novaru was going to do. I think maybe if I had more time, I think they could get, they got a sense that I had to leave, which I did for work reasons, and Amouranth and her were understanding. And honestly, I don't even know if they really cared. I wonder if everyone just wanted to leave, or if everyone was having a good time, or if people were waiting for, you know, some kind of shit to hit the fan. Either way, Adam ended in a spectacular fashion, putting on the sunglasses. He gave this huge ass rant, and afterwards, Novaru and Amouranth are kind of sitting there like, did he mean it? Did he not? Well, either way, back to Just Dance. Me, however, I took that first place. The chat still voted me in. I chose honey. I lost. So technically, yes, I won the Amouranth dating show, but I couldn't see it till the end, and I made a lot of mistakes. But you cannot sit here and tell me that I did not make a very interesting impression on them, because the whole time I'm winning round after round, round after round, and I'm keeping my cool, and I'm trying to be somewhat normal. I thought, you know, these guys are probably Sims, or they probably know who these two people are. I don't really know. I kind of got on as a meme. Amouranth was nice enough to let me on the show. So, you know, who knows? Maybe there'll be a round two. I don't know if I want to do it, though. I really don't. I was uncomfortable for a large portion of this show. That being said, I still had a good time. It was a good crack. Definitely an experience. Definitely something that I wouldn't tell other people. But, you know, instead of telling other people, I'm just going to make a video about it so I can explain my side of the story. But anyway, this is how I won/lost the Amouranth dating show. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.